see a team from the Pac-12, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Boilermakers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know him, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Purdue's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one.
He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 15. They'll have it 1st and 10. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Got a man, it's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Makes the grab on 3rd. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Bruins are flying down the field.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UCLA! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the move, it's Cox. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowd.
Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Finds his man down the middle. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's open on the right. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll set up to throw. Still on his feet. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Bruins! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down and when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Oh, he makes the catch. Turning it on. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker. He's able to win up front, sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop
him. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running into the open space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Booker. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Boilermakers are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook. And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself...
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack, punting the football.
Makes the grab down the left side. Off and running. Touchdown, Bruin. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Power football with the run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Mahan. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
how nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Rides to back and leaves it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Mahan. Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Booker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we
makes the catch at the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It'll be a draw. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to the well. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call.
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. the pull and throw off the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
There he goes. He's at the 50, at the 30, inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He is feeling it, a huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Finds his target down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Working the middle, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Oh, what a cut! And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Had to settle for the field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. There he goes. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then he shows you his speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Mahan. Under fire. Looking for a big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Looking downfield on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The give to the left. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Purdue, 23.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They try to pop a run on the draw. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll ride the hot hand. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mahad. That's caught. It's Green. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. Dances away to buy time. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the